Hello students, welcome to part 20 of chapter Morphology of Flowering Plants. Today we will discuss about classification of fruit. So what is a fruit? After fertilization, the wall of the ovary, it is converted to form a fruit and the fertilized ovules becomes the seed. There are three types of fruits: simple fruit, aggregate fruit and composite fruit. Simple fruit is always formed from a single flower. Understand students? Simple fruit is formed from a single flower. Now this single flower can be monocarpellary having single carpel or polycarpellary having many carpels. But if it is polycarpellary, these polycarpels are syncarpous, that is they are joint. So again I repeat, simple fruits are derived from a single flower having monocarpellary condition or polycarpellary syncarpous gynoecium. Aggregate fruit develops from again a single flower having polycarpellary apocarpous gynoecium. Apocarpous, there are many carpels but the carpels are free from each other. So small fruitlets are formed and aggregate fruits are actually collection of these small fruitlets. The third type, composite fruit, it is developed from entire inflorescence. All fruits, the other floral parts, come together to form a composite fruit. So these are the three types of fruit. Let us see about them in detail. Simple fruits are further classified as dry fruits and fleshy fruit. What is a dry fruit? When the pericarp of the fruit is dry, thin, then we call it as a dry fruit, as seen in pea, cotton, lady's finger. If the pericarp is fleshy, if it is derived into epicarp, mesocarp, endocarp, and if it is fleshy, it is called as a fleshy simple fruit. Example, mango, guava, tomato. Now let us see simple dry fruit. This simple dry fruit, it consists of a pericarp which is thin and dry at maturity. It is of two types: dehiscent simple dry fruit and indehiscent simple dry fruit. Dehiscent means what? When it is mature, the fruit dehisces, opens and releases all the ovules or seeds in the air. Indehiscent, the fruit does not open during maturity. In dehiscent fruit, dehiscent simple dry fruit, the pericarp dehisces naturally. Dehisces means opens naturally at maturity. Example, legume of the pea, capsule of cotton and lady's finger. In dehiscent simple dry fruit, the pericarp, even after maturity, does not dehisce, does not open naturally. Example, caryopsis of maize and cypsela of sunflower. So you can see the example. This is the capsule of lady's finger, which is a simple, dry, dehiscent fruit which opens at maturity, and you can see it releases the seeds outside. This is legume of the pea plant, which is a simple dry dehiscent fruit, and the capsule of cotton. All these three, they open, they dehisce at maturity, so they are simple, dehiscent, dry fruits. Dry because the pericarp is dry. Let us see the next type, simple dry indehiscent. Indehiscent, one which does not open. First is caryopsis of maize. It is a dry fruit. It is indehiscent. It does not opens at maturity. Another example is the cypsela fruit found in sunflower. So students, I hope these points are clear. Now let us see what is a simple fleshy fruit. So first thing, simple fruit derived from one flower, either monocarpellary or polycarpellary syncarpous condition. Why it is called as fleshy? Because the pericarp is thick and fleshy. It is differentiated into epicarp, mesocarp and endocarp. Now simple fleshy fruit is of two types, a drupe and a berry. Drupe is single seeded. Best example is mango. In mango, you can see that this is the epicarp, which is greenish, reddish in color, yellowish in color, the skin. The juicy sweet part, the fleshy part is the mesocarp, and the stony covering on the seed is the endocarp. Here it is fleshy because the mesocarp is juicy and sweet, fleshy. It is single seeded, so it is a drupe. Coconut is also example of a drupe. In coconut, the green part, you might have seen a raw coconut. The greenish part of the coconut is the epicarp. This brownish fibers are the fibrous mesocarp, and this stony brown color thing which is surrounding the endosperm, cobra, what we call it, is called as the endocarp. And this white is the endosperm. It is the solid endosperm. Inside this, there is water, which is liquid endosperm, and a single seed is present in coconut, so it is also a drupe. What is a drupe? Drupe is one seeded fruit. Berry is many seeded fruit. Best example of berries are tomato, brinjal, and guava. They have many seeds, so they are berries. Fleshy fruits are indehiscent. They do not open at maturity. So this is all about simple fleshy fruits. Let us now see about aggregate fruit, also called as Itario. The word Itario means basket of small fruitlets. This type of fruits they develop from a single flower, and this single flower have many carpels, polycarpellary condition, and these carpels are free from each other, apocarpous condition. So single flower, polycarpellary, apocarpous, gynoecium. Carpels are free, and all the ovaries of every carpel develop into small simple fruitlets, and therefore it is always a collection of many fruitlets together forming aggregate fruit. Let us see examples. The first type of aggregate fruit is Itario of berries. What is a berry? Many seeded fruit. And bunch of many seeded fruit, it forms Itario of berries. Here even the thalamus, on the either side of the thalamus, the fruitlets are crowded. For example, custard apple. In custard apple, this is the thalamus. This is a single fruitlet with a seed, second fruitlet, third fruitlet, and in this way, many fruitlets come together to form an aggregate fruit developed from a single flower, polycarpellary apocarpous condition. And the apices of all the fruitlets, they become hard, they become such greenish hard structure, and they fuse together to form a common covering, and this common covering is called as rind. Example, custard apple, Annona squamosa. Aggregate fruit, Itario of berries. I hope it is clear. Let us see Itario of achenes. Example of Itario of achenes found in lotus, found in Fregeria. Fregeria is strawberry. Now, what is an achene? This single is an achene. Actually, achene is a simple dry fruit, correct? It is single seeded and it is a simple fruit. It does not dehisce, and it is achene is produced in many types of flowering plants. Here in case of strawberry or in case of lotus, there are many achenes which are present together. Many achenes which are present together, and you can see these dots which are seen on the strawberry. These are many achenes. And strawberry basically the edible part, this red part which is edible is the thalamus, and these are the achenes, and therefore even strawberry is considered as a false fruit because we are eating the thalamus and not the fruit. Actually this is the fruit, the achene, and it is a collection of many achenes, so it is called as Itario of achenes. I hope you got achenes. Okay, you can see in the picture. So this is the pistil, and here is the achene, and inside the achene there is a single seed, and so there are many seeds present inside the achene type of fruit, and therefore it is Itario of achenes. Itario of drupe. What is a drupe? Drupe is single seeded fruit, isn't it? Example, raspberry. So raspberry basically they are collection of many drupe type. This is single drupe, this is single drupe, this is single drupe. Drupe is having one seed, and a collection of many drupe is raspberry. Thus it is Itario of drupes. So it is an aggregate fruit developed from single flower, polycarpellary apocarpous condition. Itario of follicles is seen in Calotropis. First, let us see what is a follicle. Follicle is a dry, unilocular, having one compartment fruit, and in that one compartment, it is derived from one carpel. And this one carpel may contain two or more seeds. This is one follicle. And in case of Calotropis, in this fruit, there are many follicles present inside because of many carpels which are apocarpous, and every carpel is forming into a follicle, and together this fruit is called as a Itario follicle. And this fruit basically dehisces with a suture. You can see in the picture suture, and once the suture opens it dehisces, number of follicles are released outside. So this is Itario of follicles as seen in Calotropis. So these were different examples of aggregate fruits. Now let us see what is a composite fruit or a multiple fruit. When a fruit develops from an entire inflorescence, all the floral parts, the thalamus, the bracts, the epicalyx, the peduncle, everything participates to form a fruit, it is a composite fruit or a multiple fruit. There are two types of composite fruit, sorosis and syconus. Sorosis is derived from spadix type of inflorescence. Spadix or spike type of inflorescence give rise to sorosis type of composite fruit. Here the peduncle it is becoming fleshy. Example pineapple, jackfruit. Cyconus develops from hypenthodium type of inflorescence. Thalamus here also is becoming fleshy and edible. Here thalamus is becoming fleshy. In sorosis, peduncle is becoming fleshy. Sorosis is derived from spike or spadix type of inflorescence. Cyconus fruit, composite fruit is derived from hypenthodium type of inflorescence. Example of Cyconus is fig. This is jackfruit, fanas we call it in Marathi, and this is pineapple which shows sorosis type of multiple fruit, and this is fig which shows hypenthodium type of inflorescence developing into Cyconus type of multiple fruit. So students, I hope you have understood simple fruit derived from single flower, monocarpellary or polycarpellary Syncarpus gynoecium. Aggregate fruit developing from single flower, polycarpellary apocarpus condition, and composite fruit is derived from entire inflorescence including all floral parts, and two types are sorosis and cyconus. So I hope you have understood all the points. In next video we will discuss about seeds. Thank you.